try again. Yep, that's what I suspected. My phone decided it was going to get on Wi-Fi. There. You guys back yet? Fine. Or on that. Okay, so nothing is that way. We're going to go straight. I'm going to try and do something. Nope, it's off. It says it's off. I wish it would stop jumping itself back on. Not sure if that's where it's at, so I'm going to wait and go over there. But I can get this one. Okay. I'm going to restart and okay, hopefully it's working then. I'm moving from here. Hopefully that'll solve the problem. Obviously, there is a Wi-Fi here that is attempting everything possible to force me to go on it, because I've turned off Wi-Fi 3 times right here. So I do not know what's going on. Obviously a Wi-Fi that's blocked internet connection, and then it tries and that's blocked a lot of stuff, and then it tries and grabs internet, and it can't get on, so it won't, and I don't have the password, but it tries to insist I use it, and so then it sits there and gives me problems the whole time. That's all I can figure was going on there, because I turned off Wi-Fi 3 to 4 different times right there. So I'm just trying to watch if there's anything over there, and I'm not seeing anything. So I'm going to come up here just a little bit and go here and see what's around here, because I saw some is around here. And maybe that'll make it better to be able to get stuff done. Okay, we came from there. Just making sure. Okay. Net provider before. So I'm not suspecting it's them. If it doesn't behave, I will check. If moving doesn't fix it, I will check and see if it's my internet provider. But right now I am suspecting that what's going on is there was some internet, some Wi-Fi or something. Not only did it knock me off, it literally, when I tried to log out and log in on this map, it told me that it was unsafe and wouldn't even let me at it. contacted the government and whatever, and when I do the live stream from our local pumpkin walk. So look forward to that. It won't be a huge thing, but there will be something. I will share that with you guys. And so I have contacted the company that makes it to see if I can get some extra. If I can, then what I would do is I would share, or I would come on and I would share that with you guys and do a giveaway that way. But we will have to wait and see, because there's no guarantee. Though I think we did know about this one. That's actually kind of funny. And the reason I said to her, hey, look at what I found, is because we were looking for some of them. So I'm going to go back this way and risk it just for a little bit, because I want to know where this one is. And since the stream's having issues whether I'm there or not, I'm going to hurry and come make sure I log this at the right place. And then we can go from there. And that also gives me a chance to use the stoplight that's right here to try and cross the road, so I can get the stuff on the other side of the road. There we are. Fleur de Lis Historic Home. I would have put this in the wrong place, so I'm glad I waited. Make sure I'm not on. You get on and the stream behaves. I need you watching more. The first quite a bit, or first, almost half an hour to an hour of the stream has been a pain. And now you're on and the stream's behaving. Let's actually come over here and see what this is. So, and then see where we're at. Go down the block a little bit and see. But it looks like the stream's behaving now. So I'm not sure if it was where I was at or what was going on. But I will notify my service provider and let them try and figure it out. Okay, nothing else is down here because there should be something else this way. And then I can come back. But yeah, that's why I didn't report Tom Riddle. I didn't report it. And now we're having trouble again. I knew other stuff was down here. Smithfield City Fire Department. Okay, go down to this part, and then we'll with service. It's actually kind of interesting because because they did manage to cover the main part, or the main road, but they aren't covering the other, and obviously they don't realize it. And that tells me where the idea is coming in that it's not covered, or that they don't have coverage here. Hey, there's one over there too. Okay, let's go over and get that one and go from there. Another portrait of Voldemort. Okay, we are not going to be able to pull in here. It does... Oh, I know why. Okay, we're good. We can pull in here. It's just... It looks like the school uses the church as a parking lot. Because I am at a school with a church right by it, but when I was pulling in, the church looked like it was LDS 25th Ward. I didn't need that. Pull it over. There, now it did. Okay, head back over that way. So I have about 15 to 30 more minutes here, and then I have to head back. Whether I will stream the whole time or not, I do not know. We will just have to wait and see. So, because it does appear that the stream is being crappy whenever I am not on Main Street in Smithfield, which means I'm going to have to contact my service provider and let them know that, which I'm not frustrated at that. I know they would want to know, so I'm going to do that for them. And then I have some other stuff I need to get done too, so. Right now, this road, I don't know if it was a road even, if this is a road on it. It's not a road anymore. They're building something. So, we will go down here and see if I can get up. Supposedly, there's a road to that side. So I'm just trying to check if that is true. Okay, it is not true here. It looks like the only way is to go back and then come down. So we will do that. Because I can't tell where to put that greenhouse, so see where things are compared to here. Okay, I'm close enough. Hopefully I can get it right. Yeah, because all there is a greenhouse over there, so I'm not going to keep messing around. Forester's greenhouse. So yes, I did a little bit, but I will say it again because of the way the stream was. So we are not sure, and you know this one, what exactly, if it always says it has trouble or whatever or not, but mine said it had difficulty. I got Hufflepuff again. But I had gotten Gryffindor, and one time I got Gryffindor and one other time I got Hufflepuff on Pottermore. So one thing I did notice, it says you can take it again, that it takes everything into account. Here, let's go look at it again. See, it's not open. Okay. So you can take it as many times as you want, but your house won't change. Is what it says. Yeah, it took a while for me too. I'm not sure what is going on with the stream. I'm not sure if it's, but I do suspect it may be my internet provider, because even after we left that area, I had trouble for a little bit. So I will be contacting them and letting them know the areas that the stream had trouble in. And so, and just let them, basically let them know. Because that's all I can figure as to what happened, is that the stream went great, is that the stream was having issues, and because of the service providers. So that's what I will be doing there on the stream. I know my service provider is trying to get it to where there are no dead spots at all anywhere in the U.S. And I think I've heard one way that they are trying to do that is they are actually looking at adding in or trying to get people to home internet too, and then let people add or let you use their Wi-Fi too. So basically, the idea being, if everyone has Wi-Fi in their houses, when you're out and about, you would have Wi-Fi too. Because it would all be covered by, basically it would be boosted even more. So one would boost to the other, would boost to the other, I think is what I've heard, maybe kind of in the works. So that's one thing I'm going to bring up. Honestly, it should be the same whether I'm driving or parked. It really should not affect it. So, and I get that it is, and I will bring that up. It should not be affecting it. So I want to bring it up to my provider so that they can try and figure out what's going on. Not this block, it's the next one. Trying to remember where things are at that I need to or wanted to log. So I'm obviously going to have to come back to log things another day. And the one thing I have noticed is you can't plan on exactly when driving's going to be an issue and when it's not. Steph, it's 55 here. But I hope you get a chance to play. I totally agree, JS. Way too hot. Glad that it's done. That is interesting. It says there's a stream here. Did anyone notice the name of this one? Oh, it's Lonnie, not Looney. I was gonna say, that sounded like Harry Potter there for a minute. I know, that's what I was like, what? Did someone hijack the game? I know. I also wonder who Lonnie Lovegood is. Yes, it would have been funny. So I did read recently that they are looking at letting level 40 Pokemon Go players check things out. And so I wonder if and if that'll make a difference. I realized where this one is. I thought it looked weird. It's right here. If it'll move. Now let's go see if it moved. Nope, now I need to reload. Yeah, it moved now. Okay. Wait, did I put that in the wrong place? Yes, I did. should be here. That should be here. That should be here. There. Now let's see if it looks better. Yeah, now it looks better. Glad I caught that before I left. I put all those at Smithfield Implement. I know. At least I caught it. That is one problem with it not being able to zoom in as much. Well, the one zooms in, but you know, they look different, and when you click where you're at, it keeps the map zoomed way out. So you miss stuff. Come to this corner for a minute, because I saw that there was one around here. Oh, it's the next block. Okay, make sure there's none down that way. Not that I can see. One more block. I don't have time to drive down there and make sure, so I'm gonna hit this one and we can go check another day. And I'm pretty sure I'm having to right now. I'm sorry. There. There, now people know I was even here, too. Yep. I think that's one thing I like about the map is it kind of tells you where people are. Okay, it looks like probably that's kind of what my son was saying. I'm going to leave you on and talk while we head. Hopefully it'll behave because I'll be heading back into town, which I know has better coverage, but it looks like I will be going down to Park City tomorrow evening. So the stream is going to be later, even than my usual stream, because so what it is I need to drop some stuff off in Park City for my missionary. Someone's going from Park City to Oklahoma, and so they're going to take some stuff to my missionary so that I don't have to send it for Christmas. We all know USPS and UPS and whatever prices. So that'll help financially there, but on top of that, then I feel better about that because one of the things I'm sending is his new driver's license. So here in Utah, they just barely started with the stars on the driver's licenses so you can fly. So he will need that, and so they sent him a new one because his license doesn't expire for a while, till after he gets home. So he will need that to fly home. But they sent it naturally to our house rather than to him in Oklahoma because his address is... for missionaries, they have them leave their address as their home address and not report their missionary address because they move every few months. They realize it's an LDS mission. It's a temporary thing for a couple of years, and they count their address as their parents' or their home address. And they count them as just moving or on a trip for 2 years. So, or something. Anyway, because so many people are LDS and there's so many missionaries going out, that's the way they figure it. So, I want to make sure his driver's license gets to him. And I feel much better sending it with someone than mailing it. Because when my last missionary was out, things didn't always make it to the missionaries. So there's that. And then also it will save money on the postal shipping charges to send his Christmas stuff that I do have at our house there. Most of the stuff gets sent, we usually send through, purchase it on Amazon and have Amazon send it directly there. But in this one case, I have stuff here conference. So they do it Friday before, the day before a women's session of conference. And or men's session if it's, so women's session in October and men's session in April. So it's an every 6-month thing that they generally do it. And honestly, a lot of his mission came from Utah. So it's a good chance for them to get together and interact and whatever else. So he'll be going down to that. I'll drop him off. And then I'll go up to Park City, drop off the stuff, and then start streaming. So it will be a bit later of a stream. It actually might even be like 8 or 9 p.m. when I'll start. I'm hoping I can start in time and see if we have any horned serpents there. Just see what shows up around there. I think I drop him off about 7, and it's about a 45-minute drive there. So I think I should be there in time, but I'm not gonna promise. And on the subject of horned serpents, I've done people have done some figuring, and they generally take, so dusk is usually a 2-hour thing in game, but the horned serpents are only out for about an hour. So about 30 minutes after dusk starts is when the horned serpents start to appear, and about 30 minutes before dusk ends is the last time you will see, generally the last time you will see horned serpents. So if you're going, so that may make a difference on when you choose to go horned serpent hunting. And that's why I'm a little bit wondering if I'm going to be able to get there in time to search for them, because it'll depend on when dusk is for Park City. I do suspect, I haven't looked up the rainfall, but I know where Park City is and everything compared to some of the other areas that they're finding horned serpents, that Park City probably will have horned serpents, but I can't guarantee. So, and then once again, the idea of it does appear as you start catching things, things show up more. Other than the past few mornings, and I did figure that one out. So anyone in Cache Valley who's noticed the spawns have been reduced in the mornings, and in the evenings, I figured out the issue, it dawned on me the issue. So just like with Pokemon Go, Wizards Unite spawns will decrease if there's a weather hazard. So basically, so you aren't going out in dangerous conditions. The bad part is, our dangerous conditions, and usually that's great. The bad part is they do not look at what those weather alerts may be and distinguish between weather alerts. And our weather alert for the past few days has been a hard frost. What that tells me is, and we're going to get those weather alerts off and on until frost becomes a bit more common and all the gardens are done with. We get them every year, every fall around this time. And it's basically, the weather alert is put out by the Weather Service to warn gardeners that they may want to cover their garden up to protect from the frost. Because they could get, usually we get a hard frost for a little bit, and then we get our Indian summer. So if you cover up during the hard frost, you can actually get usually a few weeks, maybe even a month, month and a half, 2 months out of it, out of your garden more, if you cover it during that time. So the warning is to allow people to know to cover for the hard frost. The bad part is that Pokemon Go, well, is that Niantic, period, is not looking to see what that alert is and realizing that that's what it is. It's just to protect your garden. And so you will be okay going out. Obviously, you wouldn't want to go out in shorts and a well, we're in Utah. People will go out in shorts and a t-shirt. But, and they'll go out all winter in shorts and a t-shirt and Birkenstocks, sandals, flip-flops, whatever. Because we're in Utah. But it is a bit more dangerous to do so now than in the middle of the summer. So that's what that warning is. Niantic is not looking at it though and realizing that's what it is. And so that's why our spawns are reduced. So I hope that helps anyone in Cache Valley wondering why the spawns are reduced. That's cool, Steph. Wow. Yeah, honestly, I can see the air quality thing. Ours is not even air quality. Because air quality, they don't recommend you go out a little bit. But they don't even say that with our alert. I should take a picture of my son this winter going out duck hunting. We thought, so he went to Portland, Oregon on his mission, and we thought he'd come home and actually believe in a coat. Let's just say that his shorts and t-shirt and sandals habit was quickly got back into as soon as he got here. So, I have one that believes in long pants and even in the summer, and another that believes in shorts even in the winter. Actually, my daughter does too. My daughter, if she could get away with wearing shorts to school, She can't, because then they start questioning her if she has cash. And she doesn't want them to get mad, or me to get mad at her because they ask me if we have money. And if she needs clothes, but yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Sandals or flip-flops. JS. Seems to be about the case for those of us who live around, for half of the people who live here. The other half are either transplants and bundle up, or at least are smart and wear decent clothes. I don't think Portland winter's gonna be too cold for them. It will definitely probably be warmer than it would here. Usually Portland does not get snow. That was one thing we were warned about, is that he wouldn't see any snow his whole mission unless he ended up in the one mountain area of the mission. And then he got snow every year for Christmas. And the members there told me that it was unusual. It's once in a rare while they get snow. But he managed, and pretty sure he took it, because that was also, if you remember right, if I remember right, we were a bit warmer. So he's been back about 2 years now. And I think we were a bit warmer. Yeah. Wet and cold. And on top of that, text my daughter. And I've heard and honestly, JS, cold is relative. My son said it wasn't cold like our cold. It's just because it's wet and they're used to it being warmer, it's cold. Kind of the idea of, if you grew up in Jamaica, our summers wouldn't be, or in, some areas, our summers aren't hot. But, they're hot. Sorry, getting my breakfast. I had it sitting here in the car and hadn't eaten it yet. Yeah, precisely. They will be cold to him, but to someone from Utah or other places, they aren't cold. And so that's why I said but, and this is one thing I've heard, because of where they're situated and whatever, they don't get as hot either. That was one thing my son liked, is he said the heat that we get here, the hot summer days, which to us hot is anything, and then depends on who you talk to. Some people say it's anything over 100, some say it's over 95, and some say it's over 90 here. If I remember right, they don't get very many of those days. Let alone, I think my son said they didn't ever get over 100. So, there is that. Help spread word of the channel. And also, if you share the video either while I'm live streaming or even after, that can help boost our channel. And then if you're new, please subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow evening. Bye.
Why wouldn't I be okay?